Let's talk about America, but I will try to dial it back a little bit until we bring it back towards the election time. But there's so much info every day, I've got to tell you about it, right? The latest one here is that the Fox News poll tells us the number one issue for voters, and this, by the way, is a poll where Harris is apparently leading. They say that high prices are still the single biggest motivator about who they're going to vote for, which brings us to one of the weirdest things I have seen in politics. Now, we know that there are town halls and there are town halls. Now, there are candidate forums, is what they often get referred to here in Australia, where they're often run by lobby groups. They know who every person is in the room. They know who the host is. They know what questions will be asked. And worst case scenario, no one in the room is interested in hearing anything but a positive answer from their favourite politician. But then there are actual town halls. These are formal, serious events like, say, the People's Forums that we run each and every election, where the media organisation turns around and tries to find a polling company to try to find legitimately undecided voters, and they get to ask whatever questions they want of the two candidates. Kamala Harris, of course, we know, does not want to actually expose herself to anything but already committed Democrat voters, which is why she had a town hall on her own website, not on television, on her own website, where Oprah Winfrey, who of course has been backing Democrats her entire media life, but certainly has been out and about as a Democrat after Obama put his hand up in 2008. So let's not pretend that she is an honest broker here. She is literally, you know, like when you watch some of those TV advertorials, it's like, so tell us more about this incredible product. Really? And how could I save more money for my family? Well, believe it or not, even in this tightly controlled nonsense that is still available on her YouTube page and produced, of course, the appearance of interaction with the public rather than an actual interaction with genuine random members of the public, she couldn't even follow the script if there was one. This was a question that was asked of her by a couple who clearly, you can tell, want to vote for her. Watch in particular the face of the bloke here.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
What? What are you asking me? I don't have an answer for this. Can you see that? Can we roll it again? Watch her face. Watch how frightened this woman is about answering a question in a scripted forum that is an advertorial, because she has no answer on this.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Wow, leading in the polls. Inevitable according to the 538 model. Well, it's her answer to the scripted question in the scripted room that should frighten everyone. Again, keep an eye on the bloke here when they start to take shots where the wife is trying to be impressed and he's slowly not, because this is a buffet of word salad.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
Blah, 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 blah. Now come over here, I've got something to show you. You know how the way that Kamala Harris was so amazing in that debate where she sort of was side-eyeing Trump the whole time and all of that business? Well, we thought that we should get Kamala Harris to review Kamala Harris's word salad, for example.
It's a crying shame. I mean, my heart breaks for this community. You know, there were children, elementary school children, who it was school photo day. You remember what that's like? Going to school on picture day?
I'm with one of the Kamalas there, the one who's not talking. And what about finding joy?
There are some times when your adversaries will try and turn your strength into a weakness. Don't you let them. Don't you let them. I find joy in the American people. I find joy and optimism.
Now, Kamala, what do you think of Kamala saying a lot of words but nothing about, safety?
I mean, you can go back to Ohio. Not everybody has Secret Service. And there are far too many people in our country right now who are not feeling safe. I mean, I look at Project 2025, and I look at, like the Don't Say Gay laws coming out of Florida. Members of the LGBTQ community don't feel safe right now.
Really? Really? 4 years of that, please. But, of course, for those in the media who are boosting her up, like this lady on MSNBC, she's one of their hosts who, if you watch the promos, it's all about educating the audience and let's learn more. But if you want to know anything more about Kamala Harris, well, the joke's on you.
It's not too much to ask Kamala, say, are you for a Palestinian state if Hamas is going to run that state?
Okay.
Yes or no?
And let's say you don't like her answer. Are you going to vote for Donald Trump?
No, I'm not. I just said I'm not going to vote for her.
Kamala Harris is not running for perfect. She's running against Trump. We have two choices. And so there are some things you might not know her answer to.
And the little treat is a substantive answer on real questions facing the American people on inflation, immigration, foreign policy, basic things that we used to expect presidential candidates could answer.
Okay, then I would just say this. Did you ever play the game, Would You Rather? Because that is what voting for the president is.
I know what I'd rather do, which is just hear what she actually is planning to do. But her whole campaign is to pretend that she doesn't have to say what she's going to do, because then she'll be measured against her own lack of performance. Because you see, she's been the co-pilot of the American government for almost 4 years now. She is not running against the incumbent Donald Trump. She is the incumbent. The fact that this person is surrounded by people where she can't even get the fake advertorial right. I'll give you the tip. 5 years ago, one of the great honours of my life was to be able to interview an American president, which meant I got to go to the White House, which meant I got to see the Resolute desk, which meant I got to go into the Oval Office. And breaking news, Kamala, there's no teleprompters in there.